Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
This morning on GMSA, we're tracking new details of an overnight shooting at a Walgreens on the city's west side that turned deadly. What police are saying right now about the suspects.
And taking a live look at City Cam. Sun obviously not up, but it's a chilly start, 46 degrees. Good morning.
Good morning. It's happy Sunday. I'm losing my voice, November 27th.
No.
Lovely to have Alicia back with us this morning.
Second day in a row. Happy to be here. It's a good morning. Yesterday was a great day, Sarah.
Oh my goodness.
It was very windy. I did want to wear a hat. I don't, just
you
got into me.
You gotta cover your ears.
Yeah, well, yesterday was one of those days where you really just had to hold onto your hat.
We did have wind gusts of up to 35 miles per hour yesterday. Good news is the wind will not be much of a factor today. And even though it's cold out there right now, we are quickly going to be warming up. It's 41 degrees at the airport, 38 at Rio Medina, 36 in Kerrville, 41 in Comfort, 53 in Canyon Lake, and 38 in Hondo. Again, though, today is going to be a lovely day, a great day for outdoor Christmas decorating. Knock out that chore. Look at these temperatures today. Even by 10, we'll already be in the upper 50s, near 60 degrees. Around noon, near 70, 75 for the high temperature. West winds today at 5 to 10 miles per hour. A beautiful day across San Antonio and across the state of Texas. Coming up, a big travel day today. I've got a look at any kind of airport delays across the nation. And of course, we'll talk about the week ahead. It's going to be a week of ups and downs when it comes to the humidity. Those details soon. Alicia.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, a man is dead after a shooting in the parking lot of a Walgreens on the city's west side. Camelia
Juarez is live there. So, Camelia, what do we know so far about this investigation?
Alicia, Sarah, San Antonio police say it happened in this Walgreens parking lot in the 4700 block of West Commerce just after midnight. Police say two people arrived in the same car. Then one person got out of their car and went inside the store. Not long after, customers told police they heard gunshots. When the person returned to his car, the driver was shot. He was taken to University Hospital where he later died. So far, police have not been able to track down the suspect. Police say witnesses saw a black truck pull up next to the car that was shot. Right now, we're working to learn more information about the suspect and the name of the victim. Reporting live on the west side, Camelia Juarez, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Camelia. A Houston man facing 4 felony charges for the deadly shooting of his ex-wife on Thanksgiving has turned himself in to San Antonio police. 38-year-old Yonesty Granado was detained Friday night around 9 p.m. Houston police say the ex-wife and her family had just finished eating Thanksgiving dinner when Granado allegedly forced his way through a back door and opened fire in the home. The ex-wife and another man were killed. A 15-year-old was also shot and taken to the hospital.
To your morning headlines, at least 2 people have died while 7 others were rescued after a boat flipped over in the California coast Saturday morning. The Coast Guard believes the fishing boat was involved in a human smuggling operation. 9 suspected undocumented immigrants were pulled from the Pacific Ocean and 2 died on the shore after CPR attempts failed. A 10th person has not been found in the water.
Police in Idaho say they're looking through over 260 tips sent in digitally 2 weeks after 4 college students were found stabbed to death inside a home. The police department asked the public for any outside surveillance video from businesses or homes nearby taken between 3 and 6 a.m. the morning of November 13th. Idaho's governor has authorized up to $1 million in state emergency funds that can be used for the ongoing investigation.
Well, some travelers are already home for the holidays, but thousands of people have dealt with the travel headache. This weekend, over 10,000 flights were delayed, with another 2,000 canceled on Saturday. FlightAware says those numbers are just for U.S. flights alone. The greatest numbers of delays were in Dallas and Houston. Storms and severe weather are being blamed across the South.
And today's expected to be the busiest day on the road. So if you're going to head out there, be careful. Time right now, 6:04, 45 degrees.
Still ahead on GMSA, Black Friday shoppers have already set a record, and it's not even Cyber Monday yet. We'll look at the billions of dollars that were spent over the weekend.
Plus, UTSA, the Roadrunners are storming into the Conference USA title after a dramatic comeback this weekend against the Miners. How they clawed their way to victory in front of the home crowd.
Let's go Roadrunners. 45 degrees at 6:05. It is a chilly morning. I had to put sweaters on the dogs this morning when I let them out. Well, how will these cold temps stick around for the rest of the day? Sarah Spivey will have our forecast when we come back. Well, senior day at the Alamo Dome, where UTSA football seniors were honored before playing UTEP in the regular season finale.
Yeah, but the story of the day was the Roadrunners' massive comeback against the Miners. UTEP got off to a fast start, punching the Roadrunners in the beak early. They led 24-0 in the second quarter before UTSA scored 14 points to close out the first half. UTEP led 31-14 in the third quarter, but UTSA, they responded by scoring the final 20 points. UTSA makes its largest comeback in school history to beat UTEP 34-31, finishing that regular season 10-2 and a perfect 8-0 in Conference USA.
I really don't get on with my guys very much. I don't, but I was mad at halftime. I mean, we got our tails physically whipped, and I got after it, and they knew I was right.
We weren't playing our style of football, and it was really embarrassing at first, honestly. Coach Feller came in there. He delivered a unique speech to us, and I think we handled it well and came out there and executed the second half.
I wonder what that unique speech
Me
was.
too.
North Texas beat Rice yesterday 21-17, and that means UTSA will host UNT for the Conference USA Championship happening on Friday, December 2nd, 6:30, right here at home at the Alamo Dome.
And for the first time since 2002, Trinity was in the second round of the Division III playoffs, hosting Mary Hardin Baylor Saturday.
The Crusaders led 10-0 at halftime, but the Tigers got going in the second half. After falling behind 24-7 in the third quarter, the Tigers answered back. Trinity scores 10 straight points to get back in the game, trailing 24-17 with 11 minutes to play. But at the end, they ran out of time and their season is over. The Tigers fall to the defending national champs 24-17. Trinity ends their season with an 11-1 overall record.
And looking ahead to next weekend, the UIW Cardinals are back in action for the FCS playoffs. They'll host Furman in the second round at 1 p.m. at Benson Stadium. We'll have your big game coverage highlights right here on KSAT. And before we go to weather, we'd like to give Sarah Spivey a shout out after Texas A&M beat number 5 LSU last night at Kyle Field. A&M led by 7 at halftime, and they cruised to a big win. This is very surprising. 38-23. The Aggies upset number 5 LSU to wrap up a tough season with a 5-7 record. However, last night was their second win over a top 5 opponent in the last 2 years. Sarah, I didn't watch a lot of this game. I started it. I went to sleep.
Yeah.
Woke up because my husband was yelling.
Oh, no. Is he an LSU fan?
He's an LSU fan. He was so upset last night. He was like, oh, I can't believe this happened.
Well, y'all stay tuned because Justin Horn and Ursula Perry, every year they have a bet. Ursula is LSU Tiger, Justin Horn and Aggie. I think Ursula's going to be wearing maroon a little bit tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. You know, who knows what this means for next year. I think, you know, it gives Jimbo a little bit of an extra boost when he's had a pretty poor season. So we're going to see what happens. Aggies always find a way to pull it out at the end, though.
Good job, Aggies. Congrats.
All right. Hey, if you're planning on taking off on the roads, or if you have family and friends heading around Texas today on the roads, there really shouldn't be much of an issue as far as the weather is concerned. Of course, traffic will be busy because it's a busy travel day. But as you look across the state of Texas, it's quiet right now, and it's expected to be quiet throughout the day. Temperatures are actually in the 30s across the Panhandle. It's a cold morning across the state of Texas in general for us. We've got 50s along the coast, which is pretty chilly for them this time of year. And as far as airport delays go, again, we don't really see any delays across the airports in Texas at the moment, which is of course good news. Of course, there were some delays up in Dallas yesterday. Across the nation, though, it is going to be pretty iffy. There is a very dynamic low pressure system. This is the same one that brought us rain yesterday in the morning hours before we saw sunrise. And you can see that it's bringing quite a bit of rainfall to the Great Lakes. 6. It's moving to the east, so it'll be bringing a lot of rain, a lot of storminess to the east coast as well today. But as it stands right now, there are no delays, major delays to be talking about. Of course, we'll be keeping track of this throughout the morning, so please continue to check back in with us. There's also some snow across the Rockies, but no delays there at the Denver International Airport. So good news as far as delays go at the moment, and we'll continue to keep you updated. Back here in San Antonio, it is a cold start to the day, definitely. It's 41 degrees, but the good news is the winds have really died down. Yesterday, we saw some wind gusts of up to 30, 35 miles per hour from the west. Right now, winds are calm, and today's weather really is going to be a crowd pleaser. It is cold to start the day. It's 38 in Hondo, 38 in Uvalde. Good morning in Kerrville. It's 36 degrees, 39 in Del Rio, 45 in New Braunfels, and 41 in San Antonio. And it's very dry outside. Dew points are in the 30s and 40s. Pretty dry weather for us. And in the week ahead, you know, the dew point is going to be the biggest thing that changes from day to day. And I'll show you that dew point tracker here. So today, pleasantly dry. Tomorrow, still dry and pleasant outside, but dew points will be increasing. By Tuesday, it gets pretty muggy. Dew points are going to be in the 60s. Tuesday morning, we could even have some drizzle from all of the mugginess there at the surface. And then we get another strong cold front moving through. And this one knocks our humidity way back down to chapstick weather by Wednesday. But then just before the weekend, we see the humidity go back up. So dew point is going to be changing pretty consistently from day to day. But today is going to be a very nice day, crowd pleasing weather other than the chilly start out there right now. It's 41, and by about 10, we're quickly going to already be in the upper 50s by 10 o'clock. Sunny skies all day long. By noon, close to 70. And in the afternoon, temperatures are going to top off right near 75 degrees, 3, 4 o'clock. 75 is going to be the high. So yes, sunny and 75. Very nice weather today for us, with winds only from the west at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Elsewhere in Del Rio, it'll be 73, probably struggling to get on the 60s in the hill country, 69 in Kerrville for the high temperature, 77 in Cotulla, 73 in Gonzales, 75 in Pleasanton. And as we look a little closer to San Antonio, 75 in Commerce, Stinson, Poteet, Floresville, Pleasanton, 71 in Bernie, Bulverde, and Helotes. The average high this time of year is near 70 degrees, so we're actually going to be warmer than seasonably average today. Tomorrow morning, we'll have a few clouds, but another sunny and pleasant day, and then the humidity returns on Tuesday with some morning drizzle. Coming up in the next half hour, we're going to go a little bit more in depth about that cold front arriving on Wednesday, what you can expect as far as any potential issues on the roads or anything like that. So we'll have more information about that, but that front will knock temperatures down by about 20 degrees, so it's going to be a pretty potent front.
Okay, 75 today. Today is your day to do the outdoor decorations if you didn't do them yesterday.
Absolutely. Today's a good day to do that.
Thank you, Sarah.
Time right now, 6:15, 45 degrees.
Up next before 6:30, the Spurs, they fell again to the Lakers after a bumpy matchup last night, while one player got ejected after a bloody collision.
And despite, a very bitter loss to Argentina, Mexico isn't out of the World Cup just yet, you guys. What they got to do this week to survive and advance.
Are you okay, Alicia?
I think sort of, maybe.
We'll survive. No, we won't. All right, pick 3. 1, 2, 6, Fireball 3, Daily 4, 5, 9, 8, 5, Fireball 7.
Cash 5, your numbers are 13, 16, 17, 22, 35. Lotto 4, 11, 12, 20, 39, 41.
Powerball 15, 30, 47, 50, 51. Powerball 3, Power Play 10. Good luck.
Welcome back. The Spurs hosted the Lakers at the AT&T Center Saturday night for the second night in a row.
And the Silver and Black were looking to snap their 7-game losing streak in the third quarter. Things got spicy. Zach Collins down low, blocks Russell Westbrook, and then fouls him hard on the follow-up attempt. Russ, bleeding from his forehead, tries to go after Collins, but he's held back. After review, Zach was called for a flagrant foul, 2, and ejected from the game. San Antonio scores a season high of 138 points, but the Lakers win 143-138 for the Spurs' eighth straight loss. So looking ahead, the Spurs will play Wednesday next 7 on the road against the OKC Thunder.
Also looking ahead, Mexico, they need a big win over Saudi Arabia this week to stay alive and advance to the knockout stage at the World Cup in Qatar. Mexico fell to Lionel Messi and Argentina Saturday 2-0. So Argentina avoids elimination. They'll face Group C leader Poland this Wednesday. Mexico, they have to beat Saudi Arabia for a chance of finishing in the top two. So not all hope is lost. But a lot of pain yesterday watching that game.
I know you were really sad about this, Alicia.
But it was really cool. I will say it was really cool to see Lionel Messi score that first goal. That's always exciting. I mean, that's a legend.
I didn't even watch the game, but my Instagram was like blowing up. And I was like, okay, I know what's going on.
Yeah, you know, we were hoping Memo Ochoa, the goalie for Mexico, would have a better performance. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case.
Okay, they still have a chance, though.
And we still have a chance. Time right now, 6:21, 45 degrees.
Just ahead, toy companies are gambling on parents waiting till the last minute to put gifts under the Christmas tree. We'll look at why in just a couple moments. As we approach Cyber Monday tomorrow, Black Friday, online sales have already set a new record.
Yeah, Adobe Analytics reports shoppers spent, listen to this, a record $9.1 billion online just on Black Friday alone. Nearly half of online sales were made over smartphones, which is up 44% from last year. Experts are closely watching holiday shopping this season to measure the impact of inflation, since it means higher prices and more frugal spending. Cyber Monday is still expected to be online shopping's biggest day of the year.
Despite online sales, some toy makers say they could need a Christmas miracle. The $39 billion U.S. toy industry logs about half of its annual sales in the weeks leading up to Christmas, but so far, sales are down 3% compared to the same time last year, and stores worry they have too much inventory. With rising costs, it appears shoppers are budgeting more carefully for the holidays. Some retail experts predict shoppers will put off their toy purchases until the last 10 days before Christmas.
Which makes sense because people are trying to make that dollar stretch.
Yeah.
You're waiting for that last paycheck.
Waiting for a possible bonus.
Absolutely. Time right now, 6:26, 45 degrees.
Still ahead at 6:30. The sunshine this weekend means it's a great time to experience the great outdoors. At the Texas State Parks, we'll run down which ones are hosting holiday-themed events this year. That's coming up before 7 a.m.
And we've also got some big updates for donations in our No Shave November campaign, including who's close to the top of our leaderboard, maybe who's not, for Team KSAT. We'll be right back.
Good morning. It's 6:30 on Sunday, November 27th.
You mentioned you got to go out yesterday for a festival. Was it too windy?
It was very windy, so I went to that holiday arts festival that Camellia was previewing at the Tobin. I felt so bad. Vendors, at one point, I watched a table completely flip over.
It was bad.
They were tying things down, Sarah.
The good news is we're not going to have that kind of wind today for any kind of outdoor activities, setting up Christmas decorations, those kinds of things. Winds are only going to be from the west today at 5 to 10 miles per hour, rather than gusting up to 30 miles per hour like they were doing yesterday. It is a cold start to the day, though. Here's a look at San Antonio and some surrounding areas. It's 41 degrees in the Alamo City, 45 in New Braunfels, 44 in Seguin, and 40 in Pleasanton. Today's going to be one of those days where the temperature is quickly going to rise because of abundant sunshine. So we're in the 40s right now, but we'll even be near 60 degrees by 10 o'clock. By noon, we'll be close to 70, and in the afternoon, we're forecasting a high temperature of 75. So sunny and 75 today. With the sunset at 5:35, it is going to become chilly this evening, though, if you have Sunday night plans. So what are we going to talk about in the forecast? Well, again, today's weather nearly perfect, sunny and 75 degrees outside. Through Tuesday, we are going to see increasing humidity, maybe even some patchy drizzle in the mix as well. And then our next cold front does arrive Wednesday. This is going to be pretty potent, a 20-degree temperature drop, but will it bring any rain? I've got those details in just a few minutes. Sarah, Alicia.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, San Antonio police are investigating a deadly shooting that happened in a Walgreens parking lot.
Camelia Juarez is there now. Camelia, what did customers tell police?
Sarah, Alicia, customers told police that they heard gunshots here at this Walgreens on the 4700 block of West Commerce just around midnight. Police say that two people pulled up in the same car and then one person got out and went inside the store. Not long after, customers told police they heard those gunshots. When the person returned to his car, the driver was shot. He was taken to University Hospital where he later died. So far, police have not been able to track down the suspect. Police say witnesses saw a black truck pull up next to the car that was shot. And right now we're working to learn any more details that we can get on the suspect, and we're working to learn the name of the victim. Reporting live on the west side, Camelia Juarez, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Camelia. San Antonio police are investigating a second shooting involving a teen on the city's northwest side. It happened just after 11:15 last night along Springhurst Drive. That's near Babcock Road. SAPD says the teen was walking home when he was confronted by a man. A fight ended with the teen getting shot in the arm, but he was able to get away. EMS took him to University Hospital. He's expected to be okay. However, the suspect has not been found at this time. And a man is now facing charges after a road rage shooting where a 70-year-old driver was killed.
It happened around 2:15 Saturday afternoon. 56-year-old Danielle Moten was taken into custody around 8 last night as a suspect. He's charged with murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office says Moten pulled up behind 70-year-old Roberto Huron's car and tried to pass him.
When he couldn't get through, Moten allegedly tried to run him off the road. Shortly after, Moten allegedly pulled out a gun and fired at the victim's car. Huron was hit and pulled over in a Walmart parking lot. He was taken to the hospital where he later died.
And we have new details this morning on the shooting at Ingram Park Mall parking lot, including who was involved. San Antonio police say it started when two men and a couple got into a fight inside a store. They eventually went outside through a JCPenney exit, where police say a suspect opened fire on a man and his girlfriend. The 19-year-old woman was hit in the arm and torso. She was taken to the hospital. A parked car with a 16-year-old inside was also hit by bullets. Police were able to arrest both suspects. One is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Bexar County Sheriff's deputies are asking for your help to find this man on your screen right now. Paris Shaw, the 24-year-old, is accused of shooting a woman in the head on Thanksgiving night at a home on Barbed Wire Pass out in West Bexar County. She's in the hospital currently fighting for her life. Deputies believe Shaw is armed and dangerous. If you know where he is, you could get a reward of up to $5,000. Just call the sheriff's office, that number on your screen right now.
And this weekend marks 6 years since Aaron Rocha was killed in a road rage incident, and police still haven't found the person responsible for his death. Rocha was killed 6 years ago Saturday near Huebner and Lock Hill Selma Roads on the north side of San Antonio. Last night, his mother led the community in a call to action vigil for victims of unsolved murders. Dozens of families who lost loved ones in unsolved murders were present that day.
We need to continue supporting each other and keeping this live. So hopefully, somebody that knows something will hopefully.
Why protect a killer? Fighting for that, but living with knowing who this person is.
If you have any information that could help authorities in unsolved homicide cases, you're encouraged to speak up and call San Antonio Crime Stoppers. The number is listed on your screen to leave an anonymous tip. Thanksgiving marks 6 months for the families of the Uvalde victims, and they honored the 21 lives robbed that day.
On Saturday, they came together as one family at Julissa and Manuel Rizzo's home in Batesville. The families joined one another for a Friendsgiving celebration. The packed house was full of food, smiles, hugs, and a whole lot of love. The home brimming with memories. It's where Jackie Cáceres' first communion was held in early May. This new family held each other close days after the 6-month mark of the shooting, thankful for shared strength and compassion.
May 8th was the last time we gathered, and then May 24th, of course, we all know what happened on that day. But it was one of those days that we will never forget as a family. I mean, it was just so beautiful. And now we have an extended family, which is beautiful. They're all here under one roof, which is great to have.
Well, this coming week, we have an hour-long special featuring the Robb Elementary victims, and everything that has happened these past 6 months in Uvalde. They'll air December 2nd at 7 p.m. We hope you'll join us.
And before we go to a quick break, a reminder about KSAT Community. We're in the middle of our Share the Shoes campaign. You can donate a new pair of shoes. Also, socks are welcome for a child in need. This drive is in partnership with the San Antonio Police Department as well as Zapatos.
There's 6 San Antonio police substations taking donations right now through December 16th. You can find more information on the KSAT community page on our website at ksat.com.
Time right now, 6:37, 44 degrees.
Still ahead on GMSA, we have some big updates for the donations and No Shave November campaign, including who's close to the top of our leaderboard for Team KSAT.
And this weekend is a good time to experience the great outdoors of Texas state parks. We'll run down which ones are hosting holiday-themed events for this year.
44 degrees at 6:37. You'll need a nice big jacket this morning if you're heading out, but you won't need it later on today. Sarah Spivey will explain when we come back.
Welcome back. Most people will be sticking to the great indoors this week for Black Friday shopping, which already happened, but also Cyber Monday.
But Texas Parks and Wildlife is reminding you there's still plenty to do. It stakes parks throughout the holiday season, and some parks have things to do for the whole family. The Benson Rio Grande Valley State Park is inviting visitors to spend the afternoon discovering the furry, fishy, and feathered friends that call the park home. The festive Frontera Family Fun Day is from 1 to 4 p.m. This next Saturday, December 3rd, visitors can ride the shuttle to the pavilion and make Christmas ornaments, explore the touch tables, open an owl present, or go bird watching with an expert. Attendance is limited and registration is required.
Anyone planning a trip to a state park? Go ahead, sorry. They're encouraged to reserve their day pass in advance, and some parks are expected to reach their capacity limit, which is super important because I've done that. Made the trip.
No.
Arrived, and they're like, do you have your pass? And I'm like, oh, I'm a newbie.
Did they let you in?
Nope.
How far did you drive?
I think that time was, what's the one that's by Fredericksburg? Enchanted Rock.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
All right, so reserve your day passes, because Alicia didn't. Yeah. You can do it online through the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department website, or you can also give them a call.
Either one works. All right. Happening today, a long-standing tradition of the Catholic faith will be reinstated at parishes here in San Antonio. That's the Blood of Christ Communion. Suspended since March 2020, the Archdiocese of San Antonio will resume offering consecrated wine during Holy Communion. The diocese has issued revised guidelines for how it's administered. The church says Catholics may choose to receive Holy Communion for the body or blood of Christ. Today also happens to be the first Sunday of Advent,
which starts the liturgical Christmas season in the Catholic Church, and holidays are basically in full swing.
No, they are, for sure. The Christmas trees are up. People are already holiday shopping. I mean, we're in full effect.
We are. I got my Christmas tree up, and you know.
Oh, I saw it, Sarah, at your house.
Yeah, Sarah was taking care of my cat Nora when I was.
And I went and I was like, oh, this Christmas tree is big. It's nice.
It's a little big, but hey, we do it big in the Spivey household. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at rainfall. November's been a pretty good month for us as far as rain goes. We've seen more than 1 3/4 inches of rainfall, and that's only a couple hundredths shy of what is average so far. But yeah, when you look at the big picture, it's not as pretty. Okay, so since January 1st, we've only seen 11 inches of rain. That is about more than 1.5 feet shy of how much rain we should have in the rain gauges by this time this year. And the more and more it's looking like this year, 2022, may be the second driest year on record for San Antonio in a calendar year. And when we look at rain chances this week, it doesn't look great. We could have some morning drizzle on Tuesday with a return of humidity and perhaps a stray shower over the weekend. But I don't think we're going to be seeing much more in the rain gauges through the end of November and into early December. So unfortunately, that's the case for us, but at least we got a little bit of rain. We won't complain about the rain that we got, absolutely. Outside right now, we're seeing the first light of the day over the airport. Airports are sure to be busy today for travel day. We'll take a look at some of the weather across the nation here shortly and whether or not there could be any delays. But outside at the airport, it's calm, it's cold, it's 41 degrees, and dew points are in the upper 30s with light winds. And that is the key there, light winds today. Big change from yesterday when we had gusts of up to 30, 35 miles per hour. In Kerrville, it's just shy of freezing, 33 degrees in Kerrville this morning, 38 Rio Medina, 44 in Seguin, 41 at Stinson, 48 in Converse, and 41 at the airport. In your KSAT 12-hour forecast today, abundant sunshine warming up quickly. We'll only have winds from the west at about 5 miles per hour. By 10, we'll be at nearly 60 degrees. 70 at noon, and in the afternoon we'll be topping off in the mid-70s. 75 for the high temperature under totally sunny skies with a cool evening on deck. Elsewhere, it'll be 75 in Uvalde, 69 in Kerrville, 73 in Canyon Lake. In Pleasanton, it'll be 75 degrees, 73 in Del Rio, 66 in Rock Springs, 75 in Victoria, 77 in Corpus Christi. All's quiet out there right now. You can see the weather set up, very calm weather conditions, mostly clear skies around most of Texas, with the exception of the Panhandle. If you have loved ones traveling on the roads around Texas, there's going to be no issues as far as the weather is concerned. Plenty of traffic, of course, but no issues as far as the weather is concerned across the state of Texas. It could be a different story on the in the air because of a big low pressure system here across parts of the Mississippi River Valley. This is bringing a lot of raininess up toward the Great Lakes, and it's going to be pushing off to the east today, affecting parts of the East Coast. So we'll continue to monitor airport delays. As of now, there are no major airport delays across the major airports in the United States, which is good news too. Some snowfall across the Rockies, but that shouldn't be much of an issue there for the Denver International Airport. As we take a look out to the west, though, across the Pacific Northwest, this is our next system that's going to be bringing a cold front through San Antonio on Wednesday. Until then, though, we're going to be seeing the humidity increase. Take a look at the futurecast for the week ahead. By tomorrow morning, I think there could be a few morning clouds, mostly cloudy skies, and it's going to be another chilly start to the day. Temperatures in the mid-40s. But in the afternoon tomorrow, we'll see plenty of sunshine, 73 for the high, a pretty pleasant day on Monday. Although humidity will be increasing, you won't really notice it in a big way on Monday. However, by Tuesday morning, we're going to have a lot of Gulf moisture work its way in from the Gulf of Mexico. And so Tuesday morning, we will probably see some patchy drizzle in the early morning hours on Tuesday, potentially impacting the morning commute. So if you're a planner like me, plan for the potential for some wet roads on Tuesday morning from some patchy drizzle. And then those clouds will be a little stubborn on Tuesday, but we will see some sun. It'll be 75 and humid on Tuesday. And before we get into that humid weather pattern for very long, here's that cold front that's expected to move through on Wednesday morning. It's going to drop our temperatures by some 20 degrees into the 40s and 50s and make it pretty windy on Wednesday itself. So that's the next couple of days for you in the week ahead. Big differences in humidity from day to day. That cold front, that cold air mass will really only last for a couple of days because by the weekend we're going to be back into the 70s for highs. Sarah and Alicia.
Okay, Sarah, and you were talking about travel day. I just checked the San Antonio's flight status website. Right now, it looked like everything's on time. I saw maybe one delay there for the departures.
Nice, that's good to know.
Dress in layers today. This is a perfect day to do so. Cold right now.
I agree.
Later, colder tonight. All right, time right now, 6:48, 43 degrees.
We're talking about the travel day. I don't know, is that fog, Sarah?
No, you know, it might be some
At 410 in McCullough?
Maybe they just
also
need to clean the
just be
cleanse.
that it's a little dirty because
Sometimes it happens. Okay, well, we know that it is a big travel day. If you're hitting the roads early, be safe out there. If we have any incidents pop up around town, we'll let you know about them.
All right, your numbers for Lotto. Pick 3, 1, 2, 6, Fireball 3, Daily 4. Your numbers are 5, 9, 8, 5, Fireball 7.
Cash 5, 13, 16, 17, 22, 35. Texas Lotto 4, 11, 12, 20, 39, 41. Let's take a look at those Powerball numbers. 15, 30, 47, 50, 51, Powerball 3, Power Play 10.
Thanksgiving, well, that might be over, but all the guys here at KSAT, they're still growing out their beards this month for a very good cause.
That's right, No Shave November still going strong. I love seeing all the changes on that leadership board, but we're going to take a listen from Dylan Collier, who's growing a nice big red beard, on why he's participating.
Hi everybody, it's KSAT's Dylan Collier, and as you can see, we are now well into the month of November. Wanted to take a moment to ask you to consider, if you could, to please donate to Team KSAT as we continue to try and raise money for cancer research. It is a terrible disease and sadly has impacted each and every one of us. Thanks again.
See his red beard there. It's like full on, like red and very filled in now. And he needs help, you said.
Yes, let me look it up here. He is number 12 of 15. He needs a little love. 410 is what his team he has raised. So if we could help him out. But I will say, we have a lot of updates.
Wait, Mark Austin went from second place to 5th place?
Well, look at, I think
it
was David Sears that knocked him down too. So right now we are 87% of the way. Remember, the goal is 20,000. Hopefully we can break that. We still have 3 more days.
Nice.
But look at, Mike continues to hold that number 1 spot.
And, you know, Mark was in second for a long time. Now, Justin Horn, Max Massey, our guy Max. Woo woo! Okay, so
Captain America,
Chris Evans.
I do want to say that Mr. Steve Spriester, he bumped up. Do you remember yesterday he was in 11th place? He is now in 9th place with $650. So check out this QR code on your screen. It'll take you to our No Shave page on KSAT.com. There you can donate and you can hear more of why the gentlemen are participating and who they're honoring.
And I am gonna root for Max because he is my co-anchor who's been feeling under the weather the last couple of days, and he's been bumping up. So my goal for our viewers is to get Max to number 1. Let's, bump out Mike Osterhage and take the number 1 spot, and then we can get to our $20,000 goal.
Well, then I'll do some rivalry here and cheer on my co-anchor. That's RJ. He's in place number 8, $755.
Come on, RJ.
Let's get him to $800. Can anyone make a $45?
We have 800. Going once, going twice.
Time right now, 6:54, 43 degrees.
Here's what's coming up at 7 on Good Morning America.
Good morning. Coming up on GMA, the nationwide travel rush on what's expected to be the busiest travel day of the year. The advice from experts on navigating airports and highways today as you head home from those holiday gatherings, and the weather that could impact your commute. Plus, the latest in the search for a suspected dating app predator who is a person of interest in a woman's death, and the warning about the potential dangers of online dating. And with the holiday shopping season in full swing, the big retailers starting their Cyber Monday deals today. It's all ahead here on GMA.
San Antonio police are investigating a fatal shooting that happened here at this Walgreens parking lot in the 4700 block of West Commerce. It happened just after midnight. San Antonio police say that 2 people arrived in the same car and 1 person got out and went inside the store. Shortly after, customers told police they heard gunshots. When the person returned to his car, the driver was shot. He was taken to University Hospital where he later died. So far, police have not been able to track down the suspect, but police say that the witnesses saw a black truck pull up next to the car that was shot. Right now, we're working to learn more information about the suspect and the name of the victim. Reporting on the west side, Camelia Juarez, KSAT 12 News.
No major airport delays as it stands across the nation right now, although you can see there is that dynamic system that'll be pushing east throughout the day. So we'll continue to keep you updated about that. It's 41 degrees in San Antonio right now, but by 10 we'll already be near 60. Abundant sunshine, 75 for the high temperature today. A gorgeous day with light winds from the west at 5 to 10. Perfect for setting up those Christmas decorations outdoors. It will be chilly tonight with temperatures falling into the 50s after sunset. As we take a look at the weather over the next few days, days. Some morning clouds tomorrow, but another beautiful sunny day in the afternoon. Then muggy on Tuesday with some drizzle in the early morning hours. We'll be seeing another front move through Tuesday night into Wednesday. That'll knock down the humidity, keeping things cool for a few days before a pretty pleasant weekend on deck for us.
And the sun makes all the difference. Yesterday was very cold, but there were times where I just wanted to take the jacket off. Like
Absolutely.
It is.
Yeah, in the
so
sun.
Today, and especially today, it's going to be in the 70s.
In the shade
Nice.
yesterday it was not, but today's going to be beautiful.
It is.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Alicia, thank you so much. And we will be back here at 8 a.m. right after Good Morning America.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
This morning, a shooting overnight at a Walgreens leaves one man dead. What police are now saying about what witnesses saw after shots were fired.
And a teen in the hospital this morning after being shot while walking home. We'll tell you what we know about that suspect.
Taking a look outside with live cam, the sun is up. Another beautiful sunny day. On today, 45 degrees at 8 a.m. Sweater weather now, but you won't need it later today. Sarah will explain in just a bit.
Good morning. It's 8 o'clock on Sunday, November 27th. Today is the day that you definitely want to be wearing layers. Cold
Yes.
right now, warmer later, cold at night again.
It's an onion day.
An onion day. There you go.
Just
peel the layers.
Peeling the layers off. Right now, you want to keep a lot of layers on, Sarah, because it's 45.
Yeah, an onion was an interesting choice there for layers, but
Smelly choice.
I'll go with it.
Tasty choice.
Yeah, all right. It is cold outside, so I hope you got your layers on. It's in the 40s right now around San Antonio, 43 degrees, 37 in Bandera, though. Good morning in Hondo, it's 40, 44 in Seguin, 46 in New Braunfels, and 35 in Kerrville. Peel off those layers later and make sure to enjoy some decorating today outside if you need to get those Christmas decorations up, because it's going to be a gorgeous day. We'll be near 60 degrees already by 10, 70 around noon, and 75 for the afternoon high temperature. Winds today will only be from the west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's a welcome change from yesterday when we had gusty winds of up to 30, 35 miles per hour from the west. So all in all, a very nice crowd-pleasing day out there today. Coming up, though, we're going to take a look at travel conditions across the nation. Busiest travel day, one of the busiest travel days of the year today, and details about our next cold front, which is expected to arrive on Wednesday. Sarah, Alicia.
Thank you, Sarah. A family woke up to the smell of the smoke filling up their home on the city's east side. San Antonio Fire is now investigating what actually caused this fire.
Camelia Wattis is there live now. Camelia, is everyone okay?
Sarah, Alicia, the good news is that all 6 people did make it out okay, including both dogs. In fact, I just talked to somebody who lived to the house and they just got the dog right back. Now, the house is in the 2300 block of Hicks Avenue near I-10 eastbound. San Antonio Fire say a cigarette started the fire. Someone left it unattended in the main room. Then it quickly caught fire and spread to the living room. Mainly the front rooms are damaged, but the entire home has smoke damage. For now, we do not know the estimate of this damage. There are still about 4 fire trucks and several crews still starting to clean up. As we start to learn more, we'll let you know. Reporting live on the east side, Camelia Juarez, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Camelia. A driver found shot inside their vehicle at a Walgreens on the city's west side. San Antonio police say the shooting happened early this morning after 2 people pulled into a Walgreens on West Commerce Street. The passenger went into the store, and moments later, witnesses told police they heard shots fired outside. The passenger then went outside to see that driver shot. The victim died at the hospital, and this is an ongoing investigation.
San Antonio police are still searching for a suspect in a shooting that happened on the city's northwest side. This happened last night along Springhurst Drive near Babcock Road. Police say a teen was walking home when he was confronted by a man that led to a type of altercation. The teen was shot in his arm. He managed to get away from the shooter and was taken to University Hospital, and he's expected to be okay. The suspect still on the run this morning.
A Houston man facing murder charges for the fatal shooting of his ex-wife on Thanksgiving Day has turned himself in to San Antonio police. 38-year-old Giannis DiGranado was detained on Friday. Houston police say he shot the ex-wife and her family. They had just finished eating Thanksgiving dinner when Granado allegedly forced his way through a back door and opened fire in the home. At one point, reloading his weapon, the ex-wife and another man were killed, and a 15-year-old was shot and taken to the hospital. Granado faces 4 felony charges.
Take a look at your screen. Bexar County Sheriff's deputies are asking for your help in finding this man, Paris Shaw. The 24-year-old is accused of shooting a woman in the head on Thanksgiving night at a home on Barbed Wire Pass out in the west part of Bexar County. Deputies believe he is armed and dangerous. If you know where he is, and you could get a reward of up to $5,000, just call that Crime Stoppers number for BCSO on your screen, 210-335-6000. And families of the Uvalde victims honored them on Thanksgiving as it marked 6 months since the shooting at Robb Elementary.
Yeah, on Saturday, they came together as one family at Julissa and Manuel Rizzo's home in Batesville. The families joined one another for a Friendsgiving celebration. The packed house was full of food, smiles, hugs, and a whole lot of love. The home brimming with memories. That's where Jackie Casares' first communion was held in early May. This new family held each other close days after the 6-month anniversary of that shooting, thankful for shared strength and compassion.
May 8th was the last time we gathered, and then May 24th, of course, we all know what happened on that day. But it was one of those days that we will never forget as a family. I mean, it was just so beautiful. And now we have an extended family, which is beautiful. They're all here under one roof, which is great to have.
A community of support. And this coming week, we will be running an hour-long special featuring the Robb Elementary victims and all that has happened there the last 6 months in Uvalde. And that'll air December 2nd at 7 p.m. And we hope you will join us. We want to let you know that the capital murder trial for a former Border Patrol agent starts tomorrow.
Juan David Ortiz is accused of killing 4 women in the Laredo area 4 years ago. The trial was moved to Bexar County from Webb County after the judge granted a venue change. Tomorrow, we will be live streaming the trial gavel to gavel on KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, and of course on our KSAT YouTube channel. To learn more about the events leading up to Ortiz's arrest, you can watch our open court special right now on our website.
Yeah, that was definitely a story that left many shaken, wondering, and so we'll find out more details starting tomorrow. Time right now, 8:06, 45 degrees.
Still ahead, several dead roaches and repeated health violations. That's only some of the things discovered when we went behind the kitchen door. More on what places had those poor scores.
And federal teams are wrapping up their crime scene investigation of the deadly Walmart shooting in Virginia. What the city is doing tonight as a response to the tragedy.
It's an onion day, 45 degrees at 8:07. When I say onion, I mean layer up. Smelly but tasty choice there. Sarah will have your full forecast when we come back. This morning, the FBI and forensic unit from the city of Chesapeake, Virginia, have completed their investigation on the deadly mass shooting at a Walmart.
And it comes as the Chesapeake City Council is holding a special meeting this Monday. ABC's Christine Sloan with more about what could happen next.
As authorities investigate last week's deadly Walmart shooting, the FBI and Chesapeake Police Department's forensic unit have finished their crime scene investigation. The city said the store will be handed back to Walmart. In a statement, Walmart says it plans to work closely with its associates to determine the best time to reopen. Authorities claim the supervisor who allegedly shot and killed 6 of his co-workers left a message on his phone titled Death Note, in which he complained about his colleagues and referred to murder. Witnesses say Andre Bing appeared to be targeting specific employees.
He knew when we were in the break room. It starts 10 o'clock every night.
On Monday, the Chesapeake City Council will hold a special meeting to confirm the emergency declaration, which free up funding to support the recovery effort. A candlelight vigil will also be held to honor the victims. On Thursday, President Biden reiterated his call for an assault weapons ban.
The idea we still allow semi-automatic weapons to be purchased is sick. It's just sick. It has no social redeeming value. 0, none.
But investigators say the gunman in the Walmart shooting used a 9mm pistol that he legally purchased just hours before the massacre. Police add they recovered the box and receipt for the weapon, along with ammunition from inside his home. Christine Sloan, ABC News, New York.
It's 45 degrees and 8:12 here right now. Sarah, we got some pretty good rain yesterday.
We did. We got about half an inch of rain at the airport, at least. And you know, that was in the overnight hours. So pre-dawn on Saturday. So Friday night into Saturday. But today is just going to be another beautiful sunny day out there. Temperatures are currently across the state of Texas cold. We're in the 30s and 40s. Now, if you or loved ones plan on traveling across the state of Texas today, there really will not be any issues as far as the weather is concerned. Traffic, another issue, right? It is a very busy traffic day, but at least there won't be any inclement weather out there throughout the state of Texas. It's a different story for areas out to the west. As we take a look at airport delays around Texas, things flying smoothly out there right now. But here's that system that could end up causing some weather delays across parts of the Great Lakes and potentially the East Coast as this does move off to the east. But as it stands right now, things look fine at the airports. No major delays across the nation on a very busy travel day across the United States. Right now outside, totally sunny skies. It is chilly out there at the moment. Temperatures are in the low 40s, 43 degrees, but with winds calm and plenty of sunshine, we're going to warm up very quickly today. We won't be in the 40s for much longer. It's 35 in Kerrville, 38 in Uvalde, 39 in Eagle Pass, 42 in Pleasanton. Good morning in New Braunfels. It's 46 degrees. If you do have to be out there right now, bring those layers with you because, again, it is chilly at the moment, but quickly we're going to see temperatures rise. And part of the reason why is that it's very dry. Dry air tends to warm up pretty quickly. Dew points out there right now are in the 30s and 40s. One big thing that's going to be pretty variable this week are the dew points. Dew points are going to change just about every single day. Here's a look at the dew point tracker for the week ahead. Today, pretty dry. Tomorrow, pretty pleasant. Dew points will be higher in the 50s, but not necessarily noticeably humid. Then by Tuesday, it gets pretty humid. Whenever a dew point gets above 60 degrees, we expect to feel a little bit of that mugginess in the air. Tuesday morning, we could even have some morning drizzle in the morning on Tuesday because of that higher humidity. And then by Wednesday, a front moves through and that sends our humidity down, way down into chapstick territory. Very dry air to Wednesday behind that front. But then by the weekend, dew points will be back up into the 60s. As for today, though, nearly perfect weather around San Antonio. Temperatures will be climbing steadily. We'll be near 70 degrees by noon. And in the afternoon, temperatures will be in the 70s. It'll be 75 and sunny for the high temperature today with relatively calm wind conditions. And then after about 5:30, once the sun sets, it's going to get pretty chilly quickly. Temperatures will fall back into the 50s as early as 8 o'clock. Elsewhere, here's a look at temperatures in your neighborhoods. 75 for the high in Uvalde and in Carrizo Springs, 75 in Pleasanton, 73 in Gonzales and in Del Rio, 66 in Rock Springs and 69 in Kerrville. Neighborhood view around San Antonio, it'll be 73 in Seguin and New Braunfels, 71 in Helotes, Bernie and Bulverde, 69 in Kerrville, 75 in Poteet, and 75 in Floresville. As we take a look at the forecast over the next few days, a few morning clouds tomorrow, but pleasant in the afternoon, 73. Again, Tuesday will be muggy with some morning drizzle and a high temperature of 75. Then behind that front on Wednesday, when it's dry, temperatures will be in the 50s. So cooler Wednesday and Thursday and even Friday before we see a return to more mild temperatures over the weekend. Coming up in the forecast, we're going to be talking a little bit more in depth about the rain we saw Friday night, Saturday morning, and a snapshot of what you can expect rain-wise with that front arriving Tuesday into Wednesday.
We've really seen it all these last few days when it comes to weather.
We have. We've had a little bit of everything, but it's nice to finally see some sun, guys.
It is. I had about 1 inch in my rain gauge from the overnight rain we had on Saturday.
That's great.
I know. I'm very excited. All right, it's 8:16, 46 degrees.
Still ahead, family members who lost a loved one during road rage incidents come together to look for answers. How one mother has not given up hope.
Take a look at these lotto numbers. Pick 3, 1, 2, 6, Fireball 3, Daily 4, 5, 9, 8, 5, Fireball 7.
Cash 5, 13, 16, 17, 22, 35, Lotto 4, 11, 12, 20, 39, and 41.
Powerball 15, 30, 47, 50, 51, Powerball 3, Power Play 10. Good luck. All right, let's take a look at our leaderboard for our team KSAT during No Shave November. Things have changed a little bit since yesterday. Alicia is looking up right now. We just got a donation. She's trying to figure out if it was donated to
Max
somebody.
Massey.
Yeah. Max Massey.
He got a $100 donation.
From who?
It doesn't say, but he was at $17.55 and now he's at $18.55.
Okay, so he's still in third place.
All right, Captain America.
All right, let's go. Chris Evans, lookalike with the beard.
I'll do a plug again for my co-host, RJ. He's still sitting at $7.55. Can we get $45?
Can we get $50 for RJ?
All right, you guys. So remember, this is for a great cause online on KSAT.com. We have more on why each of the gentlemen here at KSAT are participating. And if you want to donate to the cause, right now, they are at 88% of their goal. So they're inching closer to that $20,000.
$2,500 is all we need to get to our $20,000 goal. So I think we're going to make it in the next 3 days.
That would be amazing, amazing, amazing. And you can help out. Scan this QR code. There again, it'll take you to KSAT.com. You can learn more. But also, it'll make it easy on how to donate and support either Team KSAT or individually.
Yes, and of course, this all goes to a good cause, raising funds for cancer research and awareness.
All right, to that person donating to Max Mass.
Let's go, as Max says, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, another good cause, the Share the Shoes campaign underway, benefiting Zapatos. Zapatos works with schools to help kids get the shoes they need. Donations are being accepted until December 16th. You can drop them off at any of the SAPD substations. New socks are also being accepted. You can find more information on our KSAT community page on KSAT.com.
New shoes and new socks will go a long way for our kids here in San Antonio. Time right now, 8:22, 46 degrees.
NASA celebrating this morning after setting a record this weekend. More on the Orion spacecraft. That's coming up.
Good morning. It is Sunday, November, is it 27th, 26th?
It's the 27th. Can you believe it?
27th.
And I'm Sarah Costa. We are almost done with November.
We still have a few days and we have a lot of campaigns going on, specifically with the No Shave November. We've been really rooting for our guys here at KSAT to meet that 20,000 mark, and they're close.
Yeah, we're $2,500 away from the $20,000 goal, and that's thank you so much to our viewers. Of course, this all raises awareness and funds for cancer research, and I'm going to have to pull for my co-anchor Max Massey because he's the one he got a $100 donation earlier.
This morning, yes.
I want Max to beat Mike Osterhage, who's been a solid #1 for a while now, Sarah Spivey.
Yeah, I don't know, because I like both Max and Mike. So
we love all the guys.
Maybe if they can all get the exact same donation, that would be perfect.
That would, in a perfect world.
In a perfect world. Hey, but speaking of perfect, I think today's weather is going to be a major crowd pleaser for folks. It is cold out there right now, but we're already starting to see areas getting into the 50s because of tons of sunshine out there right now. It's 53 in Helotes, 54 in Bernie, still in the 40s in San Antonio, 47 in Seguin, 39 in Comfort, 38 in Kerrville, 38 in Bandera, and it's 40 in Hondo. But again, gorgeous weather today. This is a look at the forecast for the day today. Hard to find anything to complain about here. Even by 10, we'll already be near 60 degrees. Around noon, near 70. 70s this afternoon, total sunshine. You know the phrase, perfect weather being sunny and 75. That's exactly what it's going to be today. 75 degrees for the high temperature. West winds, not as windy as they were yesterday, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And a chilly evening, so dress in layers if you can out there. This evening, temperatures will be falling back into the 50s. What are we going to talk about in the forecast? Well, of course, the perfect weather today, but tomorrow and through Tuesday, we are going to be gradually seeing humidity increase, even some drizzle in the mix. But unlike the last time where we had dry weather, gray weather lasting for quite some time, our next cold front is expected to arrive on Wednesday. That'll sweep out the humidity and bring a 20-degree temperature drop. Coming up, we'll talk about this and more, including our rainfall for November. November's actually been a pretty good month for us rain-wise. Those details coming up in a few minutes. Alicia, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. A man is facing charges this morning in connection to a road rage shooting where a 70-year-old driver was killed.
That shooting happened yesterday afternoon, and the suspect, 46-year-old Daniel Moten, was taken into custody at 8 p.m. This is video of him being taken to jail. He's charged with 1 count of murder and 1 count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The victim has been confirmed by BCSO as Robert Huron. Police say Moten pulled up behind Huron's vehicle and tried to pass him, but he couldn't get through. Police say Moten then allegedly tried to run him off the road. Shortly after, he allegedly pulled out a gun and fired at the victim's vehicle. Huron was able to stop in a Walmart parking lot on Southeast Military Drive near Goliad Road. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. And it's been 6 years since Aaron Rocha was killed in a road rage incident. Police still haven't found the person responsible for his death. Rocha was killed 6 years ago on November 26 during a road rage incident near Huebner and Lock Hill Selma Roads. That's on the north side of San Antonio. Last night, his mother led a community in a call to action vigil for victims of unsolved homicides. Dozens of families who lost a loved one from an unresolved murder were present.
We need to continue supporting each other and keeping this live. So hopefully, somebody that knows something will hopefully.
Why protect a killer? What are you gaining from that? But living with knowing who this person is.
The families need all the help they can get. So if you have any information that could help authorities in unsolved homicide investigations, you're encouraged to speak up. Call San Antonio Crime Stoppers 210-224-7867. And there you can leave an anonymous tip. San Antonio Fire now investigating a fire on the city's east side.
It's happening on Hicks Avenue. Our Camelia Juarez is there now. Camelia, what have you learned?
Well, so far, Alicia, Sarah, so far, we do know that everyone made it out safely. At least 6 people and 4 little dogs and several cats all made it out of the fire safely. We also learned, I'm going to step aside and give you all a look at the fire. So what we know now is that it started with a cigarette that was in the fire, and then it quickly spread from the main rooms to other rooms in the house. The entire home has smoke damage. And just to tell you where I am, this house is in the 2300 block of Hicks Avenue near I-10 eastbound. San Antonio Fire says that a cigarette was left unattended, and like I said, it quickly spread. You can see where it spread, but everybody is okay. For now, we do not know an estimate about how much damage this has caused. And as you can see, the fire crews have left the scene. They've cleaned it out, and this is the remainder of what it looks like for now. We spoke to the family. They said that they do have somewhere to stay, and they are still going to reach out to Red Cross to get any other kind of support that they may need. Reporting live on the east side, Camelia Juarez, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Camelia. Happening today, a long-standing tradition of the Catholic faith will be reinstated at parishes here in the San Antonio community. The blood of Christ will be distributed during communion. So suspended since March of 2020, the Archdiocese of San Antonio will resume offering consecrated wine during Holy Communion. The diocese has issued revised guidelines for how it's administered. The church says Catholics may choose to receive Holy Communion for the body or blood of Christ. And today is also the first Sunday of Advent.
And now let's go to space. NASA setting a record this weekend.
The Orion spacecraft surpassing an Apollo era record for the furthest travel of a capsule designed to carry people.
3, 2, 1, and liftoff of Artemis 1.
This morning, NASA celebrating a new milestone in space exploration.
We rise together, back to the moon and beyond.
The Orion spacecraft breaking the record Saturday for the farthest distance traveled by a spacecraft designed to carry people to deep space and return them safely to Earth. The previous record set over half a century ago by the 3-man Apollo 13 crew in 1970. They traveled more than 268,000 miles in a mission famously described as a successful failure.
Houston, we have a problem.
After their spacecraft's oxygen tanks exploded, the Apollo 13 crew used the engine of the landing module to power past the moon, orbit around it, and return home, unexpectedly logging extra miles. The mission dramatized in a 1995 film.
This could be the worst disaster NASA's ever experienced.
With all due respect, sir,
I believe this is going to be our finest hour.
Orion is expected to reach its farthest distance from the Earth on Monday afternoon. This Artemis mission tests the systems and procedures that will be used for crewed flights in years to come to the moon and beyond.
It's a very important step in exploration. Going to the moon, we can practice and learn before we go and take the bigger steps to go to Mars. We can really understand and make sure that it's safe for people.
Along the way, Orion will capture some pictures that Apollo missions could not.
Orion has cameras on the tips of its solar arrays. So we'll be able to take a selfie from the moon, which is nothing like Apollo could do.
Back here at home, one person is dead and 5 others injured after a shooting took place in Atlanta. This happened yesterday evening. Police believe a fight led to a shooting near the Atlantic Station after a group of people were escorted off the station for curfew violations and bad behavior. The victims are said to be between the ages of 15 and 21 years old. Atlanta PD are still looking for a suspect in this shooting.
And federal and local forensic teams say they have completed their crime scene investigation after the Walmart shooting in Virginia. A Walmart night manager shot and killed 6 of his coworkers before turning the gun on himself Tuesday night. Investigators have turned the store in Chesapeake back over to Walmart corporate now that they have finished their work. Walmart has not yet announced its plan for the future of the store or when it will open.
Frontier Airlines has decided to cut customer service over the phone. In a policy that started last week, the airline says it has transitioned to fully digital communications. That means customers who need help must deal with an online chat box, the airline's social media channels, or WhatsApp. The only way to reach a live agent is through Frontier's online chat tool, which is said to be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
And today, a busy travel day. Millions of people across the country are heading back home from the Thanksgiving holiday. A few severe weather systems are bringing widespread rain and snow across several U.S. regions, and that could create a travel nightmare for many, many people. As of Sunday morning, more than 350 flights have been delayed, and more than 22 flights were canceled in and out of the United States. That's according to the flight tracking website FlightAware. On Saturday, more than 200 flights were delayed. All right, now to the Spurs. They hosted the Lakers at the AT&T Center last night for the second night in a row. We were hoping for a win, but
didn't happen. The silver and black, they were looking to snap their 7-game losing streak. In the third quarter, things got spicy. Zach Collins down low, blocks Russell Westbrook, and then fouls him hard on the follow-up attempt. Russ, bleeding from his forehead, tries to go after Collins, but he's held back. After review, Zach was called for a flagrant foul, 2, and ejected from the game. San Antonio scores a season high of 138 points, but the Lakers win 143-138 for the Spurs' 8th straight loss. All right, so looking ahead, the Spurs will next play Wednesday night at 7 on the road against the OKC Thunder.
Not a good night in sports or good day in sports, I guess.
I mean, if you're an Aggie.
Oh, yeah.
We got one over here.
Yeah. Time right now, 8:37, 49 degrees.
All right, next, repeated health violations and several dead roaches found inside a kitchen. We'll tell you where and behind the kitchen door.
All right, get those layers ready today. It is going to be a sunny day, high in the 70s, but right now still cool, 49 degrees. We'll be right back.
Good morning. Coming up on This Week as we close out this holiday week, a special report on the war in Ukraine. I just returned from the war zone and witnessed the impact on civilians and talked to Ukrainian soldiers as they attempt to push back Russian forces. And a fascinating conversation with a former U.S. Marine on the ground helping civilians and the military. And we will be joined by the incoming chairman of 2 key national security committees, Republicans Michael McCaul and Mike Turner. And White House COVID coordinator Dr. Ashish Jha joins us for the latest on the triple threat of the flu, COVID, and RSV as we head into the winter months. Plus, the Powerhouse Roundtable will be here. It's all coming up on This Week.
A kitchen at a popular West Side flea market is told to stop making food at home and to get rid of several dead roaches.
While 2 Mexican restaurants had problems with repeat health violations, Tim Gerber takes us behind the kitchen door.
Mary's Kitchen, located in the Bandera Flea Market in the 1300 block of Bandera Road, earned a 75 on their recent health inspection. The inspector found cooked brisket and barbacoa sitting out at room temperature. On top of that, the meat was prepared at someone's home. The inspector reminding the business all food served to customers must be made in a licensed facility or on site. The inside of the refrigerator, freezers, and bins where clean wares are kept needed to be thoroughly cleaned. Several dead roaches were found in baskets holding clean napkins, while more dead roaches were found along the gaskets, doors, and shelves of refrigeration units. A reinspection was ordered. Jalisco Taqueria number 5 in the 6500 block of Babcock comes in with a 68, a significant drop from their previous score of 84 from an inspection back in May. This time around, they had 3 repeat violations. Their biggest problem was employees handling food without gloves or hand washing. The inspector observed food prep workers not wearing gloves when making masa, while also handling their personal cell phone. Another worker dicing lettuce was caught wiping their hands on a dirty apron, then returned to dicing. Another was seen taking off old gloves and putting on a new pair without washing their hands. The inspector also found several in-use spray bottles containing toxic chemicals that were not labeled, indicating what was in the bottle. Torito Mexican restaurant in the 5300 block of South Presa racked up 8 repeat violations, earning them a 79. Day-old refried beans in the cooler were temped at 83 degrees. The beans were condemned. Clean plates had visible dirt-like substances on them. The walk-in cooler had rusty shelves, and there were buckets of food being stored on the floor of the cooler. The kitchen was also in need of a detailed cleaning. A reinspection was ordered. That's what's happening behind the kitchen door. Tim Gerber, KSAT 12 News.
We'll want to know who has good scores and who doesn't. All you have to do is we have a new tool for that. Scan this QR code with your phone and it'll take you to a new mapping tool. It has the scores for local food businesses. The reports go back 6 months and they are frequently updated.
And you can imagine why they're updated so frequently.
Very important.
But in better news,
yeah,
it's sunny today.
It is. And speaking of food, Sarah Costa coined today an onion day. Meaning
the layers off.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
And hey, Friday night into Saturday morning, we did see some good rain. Now, November's actually been pretty good to us. We've had just over 1 3/4 inches of rainfall so far this month, which is only 1/1200ths shy of what we usually see by this time at the end of the month. But really, in order to get a grasp of the whole picture, you got to look at the year. And as we know, it has been a very dry year around San Antonio. We have only seen a little bit more than 11 inches of rain, which we should at this point have more than 19 inches of rain in addition to that. So a very dry year, in fact, potentially our second driest year ever on record here in San Antonio. And as we look at rain chances over the next week, it doesn't look good for rain in San Antonio. Really, we could have some drizzle on Tuesday, especially in the morning, but that would mainly just be a nuisance, cause some issues for the morning commute on Tuesday, not really amount to much in the rain gauges, and stray showers possible over the weekend. So no real significant additional rain for us as we end November and head into December. That's the month after November. Outside right now, it is cold and it is sunny. It's 43 degrees, but temperatures are already warming up pretty quickly here. And it's nice and dry outside too, with dew points in the upper 30s, low 40s. And thank goodness we don't have quite as much of a wind as we had yesterday. And some areas are already starting to get into the 50s. In Helotes, it's 53 degrees, 51 in Canyon Lake, and 57 at Bernie Stage Airfield. Still in the 30s though in Bandera and Comfort this morning, 47 in Seguin, 51 in Gonzales, 43 in Divine, 40 in Hondo. In your KSAT 12-hour forecast, a steady warm up today. We're already going to be at near 60 degrees just in the next couple of hours, and we'll be near 70 degrees by noon around lunch. West winds today at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and in the afternoon, sunny and in the 70s. Really hard to argue with the weather today. It's going to be gorgeous out there. 75 for the high temperature, and tonight after the sun sets at 5:30, it is going to become chilly pretty quickly. By 8, we'll already be in the 50s if you have later Sunday night plans. Elsewhere around south central Texas, it'll be 73 in Canyon Lake, 73 in Del Rio, 66 in Rock Springs, 75 in Pleasanton, 77 in Getula, and 75 in Beeville. Across south central Texas, totally clear skies right now. And if you have plans to travel across the state of Texas today, or if you have loved ones traveling across the state of Texas today, and a lot of us do, we do not anticipate any delays because of the weather. Things are going to be okay weather-wise around the state of Texas. However, as you know, it is a busy travel day, so I can't say the same for traffic. As we take a look to the east, though, there is a big low-pressure system with a cold front behind it. This is the same system that moved through Friday night into Saturday morning. That's the one that brought us some rain. This could end up causing some problems as far as air travel goes across the Midwest and East Coast. Of course, we'll keep you updated there, but so far there are no major delays. Our next weather system is going to arrive Wednesday. Right now, currently it's in the Pacific Northwest, bringing snow to parts of Montana. And as we look at the futurecast, until then, we're going to see a few subtle changes. First of all, tomorrow morning, I think we could have some clouds in the morning. It'll be chilly in the 40s, but we'll see plenty of sunshine in the afternoon with a high temperature near 73. Then Monday night into Tuesday, Gulf moisture is really going to be streaming in. So much so that, as I mentioned, we could see some drizzle on Tuesday morning. And you can see that that shows up here in our futurecast. So plan ahead. Your Tuesday morning could be damp at times because of that patchy drizzle. Shouldn't amount to much, maybe 1/10 of an inch of rain. And Tuesday itself, it'll be difficult for us to shake the clouds in a major way. It will be a muggy day with a high temperature in the mid 70s on Tuesday. Then the changes arrive Tuesday night into Wednesday as that front moves through Texas. And this is going to be a potent front. We'll probably see about a 20-degree temperature drop into the 40s and 50s from that front, and it'll become windy on Wednesday. But the cooler weather shouldn't last for too long, perhaps only a couple of days before we return to a warmer weekend. So just to summarize everything I said, here's your planning forecast. We are going to be experiencing some early morning clouds tomorrow. Comfortable day in the afternoon, though. Muggy on Tuesday with that damp start because of the morning drizzle. 75 for the high temperature on Tuesday, then becoming windy and much cooler on Wednesday. Today's an onion day. You're going to dress in layers. Wednesday is an upside down day where it's actually going to be warmer in the morning than it is in the afternoon because of that front moving through.
It's crazy to see it muggy again. I'll repeat that I'm worried about the runners for next Sunday for the Rock and Roll Marathon. Hopefully it's not too humid out there.
I think it'll be okay. We'll have to definitely continue to check in with the forecast. But
are you running?
I will be.
Are you really? Alicia, I'm so proud of you. Are you running the full marathon?
I think I'll be crawling the full
marathon. Exciting. Oh my God. Oh, okay. We need to have an Alicia cam.
All right.
This is big news.
Oh man, what did I get? I know I should have never said anything. Rooting for all the runners out there, though.
All right, it's 8:50 and 50 degrees. Let's take a look at these lotto numbers. Pick 3, 1, 2, 6, Fireball 3, Daily 4, 5, 9, 8, 5, Fireball 7.
Cash 5, your numbers are 13, 16, 17, 22, 35. Lotto 4, 11, 12, 20, 39, 41.
Powerball 15, 30, 47, 50, 51. Powerball 3, Power Play 10. Good luck.
Well, we just got the pollen count in just in time before the show ends. Its molds are moderate at 680 and juniper is low. So similar looking pollen count to yesterday. Temperatures are already in the 50s in San Antonio. It's 52 degrees. Still chilly though out there with the 40s and 50s mix around south central Texas. Here's a look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast. Warming up quickly today. We'll be at 60 in just the next hour, 70 by noon, and in the afternoon, 75 for the high temperature. Sunny. No chance for rain today and very light winds from the west at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. It'll get chilly tonight after the sun sets. Looking ahead, some morning clouds tomorrow, 73 for the high. Morning drizzle on Tuesday as mugginess returns. Hard to shake those clouds on Tuesday, but we'll see plenty of sun behind the front. Wednesday, it'll just be about 20 degrees colder out there with highs in the 50s and mornings in the 40s and 30s. Then by the weekend, next weekend, we do see the return of humidity. I'm hoping that it is not too humid for the runners for the Rock and Roll Marathon, specifically for this run.
And we know it's always an issue every year in San Antonio, so hopefully that 1 week makes a difference.
I'm so excited for you.
Now I'm nervous.
I'm running.
Now I'm nervous, but cheer for me.
Of course. We're going to have an Alicia cam.
I love that.
We're going to
bring a sign if you're out there.
Signs.
26.1. Here we go.
Alicia, good luck. Thank you so much for joining us, Sarah.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Have a good Sunday.